Hello and welcome to part 108 of Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. When we left off, Celeste was telling us about wanting to have the most gorgeous men around the world transformed into her vampires in a European castle and making them into a Secret Service butler team. Anyway, I have no regrets. This is simply the result of me fighting for my dream until the very end. Yeah, you're passionate about your dream, but you seriously killed two of my friends just for that? You say I should feel guilty? You're wasting your breath. And I never think anything of, nor feel anything about sacrificing others for my own sake. That is simply how I was made. Isn't it amazing how differences in morals can make a conversation so awkward? You took the words right out of my mouth. And how can you be so calm right now? Don't you get it? You're going to die. How can you not be afraid? I'm quite proud to say I'm among the most talented liars in existence, and not just to others. I can even deceive my own emotions, not even unconsciously, but consciously. So you're not afraid? No, I am not afraid, so please, kill me as many times as you'd like. However, should I ever be reborn, surely I will be born as Marie Antoinette. If that happens, you'll just be executed again. That laugh coming from her somehow felt like a poor imitation. She said she could even deceive her own emotions. However, that itself was probably her final lie. In the end, she couldn't even fake her own laughter. You done yet? Alright, then let's get going. It's punishment time for the order-disrupting villain. I've prepared a very special punishment for Celestial Ludenberg, the super-duper high school high roller. Let's get this ball rolling. It's punishment time. One last thing. Kirigiri, I'd like you to have this. Does that truly bring hope? I was never able to believe it would. And that's why. No, it needn't be said. Have a wonderful life, everyone. And may we meet again in our next. As per usual, I will put a link in the top middle to a video with the actual sound, because I just get really pissed off watching this without the sound. Kinda sad. Well, even more sad, because you have to watch it like it's a fucking 1920s execution movie. See? You should be able to hear all of that like clicking into place. You shouldn't have to listen to nothing. You shouldn't have to listen to me. You should be listening to the music right now. I'm still... This has to be like the third, fourth time I've watched this execution, and I can still not figure out why this is anything to do with Super Duper High School Roller. I mean, I get what it is with like her dream and like the freaking Marie Antoinette thing and all of that shit, but I don't get why that has any, like, for Mondo, he got the biking execution, and for Leon, he got the flaming thing, so surely it should have been something to do with a poker game or some shit. And definitely not a fucking fire truck. I don't get what the fire truck has any resemblance. Why? I don't get it. Why was there a fire truck? How did that have anything to do with gambling, you know? Alright, so I think this episode's going to be slightly shorter than the last few. I think this one's only going to be about 15 minutes. It's over. Because I'm going to end it at the end of chapter 3. The third execution is over. Celeste's execution is over. I can never sympathize with Celeste for killing two of my friends. But even still, she too was a friend. Without even hesitating, he... quite the pickle indeed. Once again, people had to die because you guys can't let go of your connections to the outside world. You're still young, you should value your lives a little more. Sheesh, how long is it gonna be before you guys can finally bear the hope of the next generation? I couldn't care less about hope. I withdraw my candidacy, so let me out. It doesn't matter what you want. You guys are the embodiment of hope, and my preordained destiny is to drag you guys down into the depths of despair. Kinda sad, but there's no getting around it. Cut the crap, would you? How long do you intend on putting us through this? Just what the hell is your objective? God, you're boring. Could you maybe stop asking that question? Anyways, Celeste gave you a key, didn't she, Kirigiri? Was it too, huh? Was that? If I answer your question, you answer mine. What did you do? What did you do to my body? What? Confused. I mean, I've seen this game from start to finish and I don't know what's going on here. What? Answer me, what did you do to my... I don't know! Even I don't know, and I know all of the spoilers for the entire game. Leave me alone. Ah, you're making me nervous. What did I do? What do you mean? I have no idea. Not a clue. Actually, I think I know what it is, but what she said was misleading. I'm not going to say any more because it's spoilers. What are they talking about? I'll tell you when it gets revealed what I think she's referring to. The puppet master did something to Kirigiri's body? What does she mean by that? Looks like sparks are about to fly, so I'ma slip on out before things get bad. You guys continue enjoying life here in the academy, okay? If you get lonely, call me anytime. I'm not coming though. Catch you later. And Monokuma disappeared, leaving us stricken with despair behind. However, our despair wasn't complete. We did have one tiny sliver of hope, that was. Hey, Kirigiri, I know Monokuma asked you about it earlier, but what was that key you got from Celeste? In all likelihood, it's a key to one of the lockers in the dressing room. Then did she? I presume that's where she hid it. Where does a wise man hide a leaf in the forest? We should see for ourselves right away. Yes, you're right. We left the class courtroom in a hurry and headed for the dressing room. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that happens after this point in chapter 3, so this one might be a little bit extended. As we drew near to the dressing room, Kirigiri turned back to look at us, saying in a low tone, "I'll take care of the rest by myself. Everyone else return to the cafeteria. I'll tell you what I find when I'm finished." "Why only you? Isn't it obvious?" As she spoke, Kirigiri glanced up at the security camera. "That's not what I mean. What I want to know is, why you? There's a chance you're the mole." "Then I'll go too." "You? Please, let me do it." Squabbling over this here will just attract unwanted attention. Suit yourself. Thank you, Togami. Very well then, we shall be waiting. See you back in the cafeteria, dude. Oh, now he's going with Kirigiri. I get it. Break a leg, Nagi. With a girl like her, you've just got to make the first move and you're set. Not paying any mind to Sahina's misunderstanding, everyone else went back to the cafeteria together. I'd have taken their advice, to be honest. We should get going too. Yeah. In the interest of time, let's get started right away. Kirigiri pulled the key she had gotten out from Celeste out of a pocket and inserted it into one of the lockers. She slowly opened the locker and inside. "Good morning." "It feels like it's been a while." "It's alright, thank goodness." Coming from Kirigiri, there was a surprising sense of sincere relief in her voice. "Exactly what Celeste told me to. I stayed quiet and didn't make a peep. Ah, also, I should be able to access the files on this hard drive soon, tomorrow at the earliest. I'll keep working at it. Just wait a little bit longer, okay? Anyway, that settles that. In this case, yes, you could say things have been settled, but could we stay here just a bit longer? I'd really like to hear your story while we've got the chance. Please, Kirige, what were you doing all by yourself? Is that why you came with me, to have this conversation? But it's nothing you need to know right now. I don't need to know? I'm concerned about you, Kirige. Concerned? When you went missing during the investigation without a word, yes. I was concerned. And then you wouldn't even explain yourself. You keep doing this and it's natural people would suspect I'm the Puppet Master's mole. You do too, don't you? No, I don't. I believe in you, Kirigiri. You believe in me? Why wouldn't I? What's so unnatural about trusting a friend? That's why I wanted to talk to you. I wanted you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. Alright. I'll try believing too. Believing in you. Then... okay, I'll talk. I'll tell you why I disappeared and where it is that I went. You see, what Kirigiri told me then, in all honesty, came as a surprise. Despite the fact I had just declared I believed in her, it wasn't something I could easily accept. So I waited to confirm it for myself with my own eyes, and when night time rolled around, I set out. Okie dokie. Let's get going, folks. There are no cameras or TV screens in the men's room on the second floor. In the supply closet there, along the back wall. Am I really going to find what Kirigiri told me about? At the back of the supply closet in the men's room. Alright, so which is men's, I'm assuming. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, come on! There. At a glance, it just looks like your everyday supply closet. Is that really what Kirigiri told me about? Really hidden in a place like this? She said it was along the back wall of the supply closet, didn't she? But I don't. Without any real reason, I placed my hand on the supply closet's back wall, and all of a sudden, like I was being sucked in. Thump. As I heard that loud noise, I went bounding through the wall, not having any idea what was happening. I collapsed into the room behind the supply closet. Huh? So basically, the wall at the back of the supply closet is some sort of rotating door. I am on the other side, exactly as Kirigiri said. In the men's room on the second floor, in the supply closet there, along the back wall, there's a hidden room beyond that wall. And this is that hidden room. What exactly is in here? There's a huge volume of files here, even some old yearbooks too. It's all covered in dust. Among those files, my eyes were quickly drawn to a volume at the end of one of the shelves. Hibigami Academy Student Register. This is the only thing that isn't coated in dust. Has someone handled it recently? I casually picked up that file, but before I could see what was inside, my attention was drawn to a single scrap of paper that had fallen out of it. What's this? You must not leave this place. That's kind of unusual. I would understand if it said you cannot leave this place, but you must not leave this place? So why must they not leave this place? Another mystery. What's this? I'm getting lightheaded. I have this weird feeling, like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave this place. I feel like I've heard them somewhere before, but I can't remember. What do I know? What don't I know? I... Dun dun dun! A noise rang out from within my head. Join me for the next episode, folks, while we're playing as someone else, because Nagi just got murdered. No, that would be weird. It was the sound of my brain rattling around, and the next moment there was darkness. Nothing made sense. It began incomprehensibly, and so it ended. It was some time before I opened my eyes again. Ow! It seemed I'd lost consciousness after being hit, and that was all I knew. That was all the dull throbbing in the back of my head could tell me. It's an empty bookshelf. Huh? An empty bookshelf? They're gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks and the student registers and even the scrap of paper on the floor, it's all just disappeared? What the heck? That was the most cohesive thought I could drag from my rattled mind. The pain in the back of my head had begun spreading to the rest of my body. Anyway, I should head back to my room and get some rest. I dragged my heavy body and scrambled forth out of the hidden room and toward my bedroom. Somehow I managed to make it down to the first floor of the school zone. The more I walked, the more my eyes were glazing over, and I couldn't make out the details of my surroundings. I collapsed where I stood, forming a little ball on the floor, and the next moment... I could hear something in the distance. It was faint, but there was definitely something. The sound is coming from the gym. I collected all the energy I could muster and staggered into the foyer outside the gym. The sound grew fiercer as I drew closer. Is something going on? No, there's obviously something going on. It's coming from inside the gym. Alright, so the most notable thing, the most obvious thing we can do is open this door right here, huh? So, let's open this door right here. And now, we see. I quietly poked my head into the gymnasium. And when I did, the sounds grew even more intense. You may want to just knock your skirt down a little bit there, Segura. The superhuman battle unfolding before my eyes. Well, at least one of the two kind of fit the human description. Anyway, I was frozen in place, unable to avert my eyes from the conflict. It was like I had forgotten how to move, how to breathe. What's the meaning of this? Answer me, what is the meaning of this? Turning against me. This isn't what you agreed to. Agreed to? I have made my decision. I will stand idly by no more. I will play your games no more, and I will be enslaved by my past no more. I have resolved myself to fight against you. Really? But you know what will happen if you do that, don't you? And imagine you've forgotten about the hostages. What the heck is this? What are they talking about? Hostages? Then, does that mean the Puppet Master's mole is... Ugami? And... wow, we're down to 7 people now. Another 3 chapters to go. God dang. Obtain the present Super Alloy Justice Robo. You can find it in the Presents menu. Save data. Of course I'm going to save my data, but you don't need to see me to do that. You just need to hear the words for Chapter 4. It's on the top right. The things that happened before this, it's on the top left. The announcement is in the bottom middle. If you missed it, you can skip back a little bit, and in the top middle there's a link to the execution. You know? So, that's all I've got to say on the matter. I will see you again in Chapter 4, folks. So, until Chapter 4, see ya.